In this video, we will explore the preparation of different salts in the laboratory, focusing on both soluble and insoluble salts. By the end, you should be able to choose the correct preparation method and describe each step clearly. First, let's define a salt. A salt is formed when an acid reacts with a base, metal, or carbonate. Specifically, the hydrogen ion in the acid is replaced by a metal or ammonium ion. Always mention the replacement of hydrogen ions in your definition. It is crucial to distinguish between soluble and insoluble salts, as different preparation methods are used for each type. Soluble salts dissolve easily in water, while insoluble salts do not. Soluble salts are prepared by reacting an acid with an alkali using titration, or with an excess of a metal, an insoluble base, or an insoluble carbonate.
Insoluble salts are prepared using the precipitation method, which involves mixing two soluble salt solutions to form an insoluble solid, known as a precipitate.
Let us now focus on the preparation of soluble salts using different chemical reactions. Method 1 is titration, reacting an acid with an alkali. Titration is a precise method to determine the exact volumes needed for complete neutralization, yielding a pure salt without excess reactants. For example, sodium chloride is prepared using hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. Both are soluble, making titration the required method. The first step is to accurately measure a known volume of acid using a pipette and transfer it to a conical flask. Next, a few drops of an indicator, such as phenolphthalein, are added to the acid in the conical flask. The alkali is slowly added from a burette until the indicator changes color. This color change signals that the acid has been completely neutralized. After finding the exact volumes, the process is repeated without the indicator. The resulting solution is then evaporated to the crystallization point, cooled, filtered, and dried. Method 2 is reacting an acid with an excess metal. The metal must be moderately reactive. Adding excess metal ensures all the acid is fully consumed. An example is the reaction of zinc with sulfuric acid to produce zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Excess metal is added to the dilute acid until bubbling stops. The excess metal is then filtered off, and the solution is crystallized. Method 3 involves reacting an acid with an excess insoluble base. Because the base is insoluble, it is easy to tell when the acid is fully neutralized. In this example, sulfuric acid reacts with copper-2 oxide, an insoluble base, to form copper-2 sulfate and water. The acid is gently warmed, and the insoluble base is added until no more dissolves. The excess base is filtered, and the solution is evaporated and cooled to form crystals. Method 4 uses an acid with an insoluble carbonate. Fizzing indicates the release of carbon dioxide gas. Copper-2 nitrate is prepared using nitric acid and copper-2 carbonate. Next, let's explore the preparation of insoluble salts. Insoluble salts are prepared by precipitation. Two soluble solutions react to form an insoluble solid. Barium sulfate is formed by mixing barium chloride in sodium sulfate solutions. The two solutions are mixed, and the resulting precipitate is filtered off. It is then washed with distilled water to remove soluble impurities and finally dried. A hydrated salt contains water of crystallization chemically combined within its structure, giving it a definite shape and color. Examples include copper-2 sulfate pentahydrate. When a hydrated salt is heated, it loses its water of crystallization and becomes an anhydrous salt. This change is often accompanied by a color change, as seen with copper-2 sulfate changing from blue to white. Here are some exam-style questions to test your knowledge. The questions relate to the preparation of silver chloride and lead-2 sulfate. The insoluble salt formed by mixing silver nitrate and sodium chloride is silver chloride. The chemical equation shows the reaction with the correct state symbols: aqueous for the soluble reactants and solid for the precipitate. Here are some evaluation questions based on the preparation of soluble and insoluble salts. You can pause the video to work through the answers before moving on. In summary, titration is used for soluble reactants, while excess reactant methods are used when one reactant is insoluble. Precipitation is the method for preparing insoluble salts. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out our playlist for more revision resources, including past questions and interactive quizzes.